The Madison girls get a 64th minute strike from Melissa Carruthers to record a 1-0 win over visiting North on Thursday night in a Division I sectional final. I think two big keys for this match in regard to the Blue Streaks grabbing the result here. The first one was an improvement in central midfield in the second half as opposed to the opening 40. There were times in that first half where they were maybe overly reliant on their wide play. There were times where it was dangerous, particularly through senior outside mid Emily Woolley. But I think at times they were winning balls on the edge of their defensive third and trying to build up play wide, and the numbers were condensed a bit out wide, and they weren't using the middle of the park as much as they should have, exploiting the width of the field and maybe trying to work some switches in and maybe stretch that back line a little bit for North. But in the second half, it improved. You saw more quality, more ball winning in central midfield for Madison, and obviously it reaped some dividends there on the match winner. The second thing that was big was Madison's back line holding steady. They were very solid in the defensive third. Chad talked about it after the match. This is a completely new look group. None of these girls played varsity a year ago, and I think they played commendably well under the circumstances here. North is a solid side with some good pieces, some danger in the attack, but they did well to keep it a 0-0 match past the hour mark, just in time for Madison to deliver some magic there to grab the goal and eventually grab the result. The two things that were really nice about the goal, first of all, Ellie Frania right there in the middle of the park with a nice pacey through ball on the ground for Alyssa Carruthers. It wasn't overdone. She just allowed her striker to run onto it, and Alyssa did a nice job latching onto the service and being patient with her run into the box. You know, sometimes when you're in the postseason and you have a freshman in a big situation there, maybe they take the shot immediately, or maybe they have a rough first touch. Neither of those were the case here. Nice first touch into the box. She was patient, picked her spot with a nice finish, wide right, 1-0, and they were able to see it through after that. The defense doing a nice job to record their sixth clean sheet of the fall. As far as North goes, the biggest word here is unlucky. They had so much quality in the attack. I had them for 10 shots on target. I think at times, especially in that opening 40, they were dominant in the attack. And it's tough in those situations when you don't get a goal to show for it. But at the end of the day, that's how things are measured. But North had some promise in the attack. I thought Jess Martini had a nice match. You saw Brooke Reese, a versatile player who was playing well out of the back, and she eventually moved up top as they were trying to find the equalizer. There was some quality there, and I liked the combo work, especially there in the first half. But again, it didn't generate any dividends. You know, it is what it is, and Madison was able to see out the result. But the good news for the Rangers is they have pretty much this entire nucleus back. I really like this side coming into next year with Jess Martini back and Brooke Reese back and a really nice young nucleus in place there. I know Rangers coach Mark Wardiner is excited, and he has every right to be. That's going to be a really nice team to watch next year. But with Madison, they get back to district competition for the third straight year, only the fourth time in the last 15 years. Really nice landmark moment for the program there. Yeah, it's going to be tough to go to Mayfield and get a result. Mayfield's been firing on all cylinders this year. Great attack with Marissa Handel and Chrissy Blanchard among many others, and they have a really solid back line. But it's a good opportunity for Madison to get some experience, go in there and play hard and see what happens. But really nice way to get into that match, a hard-fought 1-0 win over visiting North on Thursday.